There's no way they turn good. There's no fucking way in hell. There's no way in hell that they turn good all of a sudden. I don't believe it. Alert, data records discovered for units Devla and Popola. Do you wish to open this data now? Yes. Let's do it. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go, after all. Because our models, the Devla and Popola models, are defective. Record. Transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Devla and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair, we shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Ah. Watch out! Devla staggers and falls into a soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets in that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devla grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devla's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine this circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, Oh god. Shit, I was not expecting this! I should have, considering what the first game had, but... Let's see, check the circuitry to see if it can be repaired, replace the bandage, and hope for the best. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors as well as some tools. None of which is easy to find in a desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devla. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing? We both apologize while insisting that the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny, in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by a cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devla's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. Pfft, they wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devla crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's three this month. It's spreading way too fast. Ah, the black scroll. Now we're getting into territory from the first game. Let's wait and see what happens. So what happened to the Black Scrawl? Like, what's, we haven't seen it in this game. So, did it just die out, or what's going on here? I'm tired of hearing you say that. Or maybe, I'm trying to remember from the first game, maybe what we did at the end of the first game helped destroy the Black Scrawl or something. Fuck, I can't remember. It's been a while. Her shout makes me jump. Just a little, but enough for her to notice. Wait. I felt like I skipped some dialogue, but I guess I didn't. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay, I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, it was over the moon with pride. Or I was over the moon with pride. But now, my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail. Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the Black Scrawl started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world. But at night, we'd just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devlo and Popola models from another town. Oh. Okay. I guess I think what the deal is, if I'm interpreting this right, is the Devla and the Popola models from the first game were different than the two we're seeing now. And something happened with those other two that made shit go wrong. I believe is what this game is telling me. So I find that kind of odd, though, that I know they have the Devil and Popola models, but would they really name them all Devil and Popola? That kind of... I feel like they would name them something else. But I guess not. I guess that's not the case. So I guess the other ones from the first game are different Devil and Popola models. Okay. They're still cunts, though. I have no reason to believe that these ones in this game won't fuck us over too, so that is what I'm gonna believe. The wind rubs my cheeks, the sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devil loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left, and yet she continues to smile. Also, I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it, but then she smiled, and all that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day, I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's End. Goddamn, my throat. My throat's dying. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devil and Popola models from another town. There we go. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. Oh my god, so... Wait, so these two Devil and Popola models, these ones here, they launched the thing to the moon which started this whole... And did they start the whole Yorha thing? That's pretty crazy. And though success was unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devil and Popola models who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually became a boulder. Emotions boiled over. Remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fate that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution. But in what such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister Devla met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devil and I left the town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march, because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little, anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devil and Popola who they were. And that Devil and Popola were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devla being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devla. And for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devla? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try and retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday, but we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert, a new camp. If we can just get there, I can fix Devla's leg. And yet, I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and... The rain flows down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe it away. She smiles, but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. But there is. Because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. Is that the end? Ooh, the failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Devil and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt.
That That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devila and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative. Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all.
I like how this, as soon as we got out of that little room, it started to echo. This is pretty fucking cool. Oh, I almost fell off. I wanted to see if I could or not. And I think I can.
Corrupted Yorha units.
Well, how'd you guys get in here? That looks like 2B. Bitch, get back here. Stop looking like 2B. This is interesting. Kind of reminds me how the first game kind of ended. Like when you went into the tower and it got all crazy looking. The environment kind of changed relatively drastically. I really don't want to fall off.
And thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We're so pleased you've chosen to visit the tower today. Don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead. You're going to love it.
I imagine A2 is going to pop up at some point. Oh, getting dark. Oh, no fucking way.
2B models? I'm glad I got to see you here. I truly am. I'll tear you apart. Every last one of you!
You can't make me fight 2B. What is this bullshit? Why would they make me do this?
Don't worry, I'm going to kill you now.
You know, they have Devil and Pobla back. Imagine how much I would just cream in my pants if they had Kaine through some miracle. I don't know how Kaine would have lived. What are you doing over here? I don't know how Kaine would live through all this, but
Still a few stragglers, huh?
that ain't good.
The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
Let's check it out.
Alright, I figured we'd be switching. Wonder, are we gonna meet Devil and Popola down here? Why is the camera automatically looking up there? What's going on? Oh, Devila, Popola. Well, let's go. Here they are.
A2, right? We went ahead and opened the tower. 9S is already inside. I see. I see.
Alright, let's go.
Say, did we manage to help? You did. I see.
Alright. This is a pretty sophisticated elevator here. Alright, I imagine this way should be clear. Well, I imagine there's going to be fighting, but it should be clear. I mean, fuck, 9S cleared the way.
This is a Yorha corpse.
Hypothesis. The corpse is likely a result of Yorha Unit 9S's advance through the area.
Let's go.
Coming, 9S. Don't you die on me, you bastard.
What's the purpose of this structure?
Unknown. Proposal. Gather additional data.
Someday I need to teach you how to be helpful.
What happened to 9S? I really don't want to fall. No fucking way. This is a library from the first game. There's Popola's office.
What's up with this place?
Hypothesis. It is a representation of a library.
What's that?
A library is a data storage facility constructed by past human civilizations.
I recognize this place right away. I see that book over there too. The door, that's where Kaine was crucified. Not crucified, petrified. What the fuck am I doing? Should I get the book first, or I'm gonna go and... Oh my god, they even got the same camera angle. They got the camera angle and everything. Oh my god. Now I believe in... Oh no, you could go in this room in the original game, that's right. However, it looks like the trophies or whatever are this game's enemies. This is fucking dope though. I am in all sorts of love.
I suppose we have to hack in to look at the data, yeah? Help me out, Pod.
Affirmative. Hacking interface access rights granted to Yorha Unit A2.
Peachy.
Okay. How the hell? Shut up, phone. How do I get to that? Found it. Okay. Atom unit storage record, EV unit storage record, Yorha communications interception record, Yorha server record, human server establishment record, human heritage preservation record, tower system summary, tower subsystem summary, special units creation record, plant species preservation record, plant or animal species preservation record. Interesting.
This tower looks like a data gathering system for the machines.
A loop. Okay, another maze. Guessing these boxes are these boxes are lonely and out of place, so I'm guessing I have to destroy them. I knew it. See, 019 port, 156776 human server records, outline, prediction human server infiltration route, dummy protection installation map, SG block, GI block, SF block, genetic storage warehouse location information, browsing restricted, yada yada yada. Okay.
These records are from the human server on the moon. The machines hacked that deep into the system, huh?
I'm just so glad to be in this fucking library again. I ain't gonna lie. Can't fool me, game. I see the blocks I need to destroy. Class 1 patient Yona. Yona's mentioned! Oh! Yes, chest x-ray, no abnormalities. Heart echo, no abnormalities. C1, continuing chronic renal failure. Oh. C2, convulsive seizures in the diaphragm. That ain't good. C3, no vomiting. 4 milligrams luciferase. I don't know what the fuck. Preservation plan. The patient's condition makes further treatment impossible. A report will be submitted to the management committee dealing courses of action in the event of the patient's death, focusing primarily on how that information is to be manipulated with respect to the original. As backup in the event of a sudden worsening in the patient's condition, she is to be assigned 5 additional doctors. So was something else wrong with her besides the
Some records on old
Black
humans.
Scroll?
Damn it, this is useless. There's too many of them. Huh?
Oh, I can't go down there.
What's that?
Wasn't this where Yona was? Like, when she sneaked to the library, she
Operational summary of model
was
number
looking over
2
here.
in Project Yorha. This data.
Bastard interrupted.
fighting.
Now I have a 2B arm.
Alert. Virus detected in locomotion region. High probability that infection source is transplanted parts from corrupted units. Proposal. Hack into self and eliminate virus.
On it.
I need to hack into myself, huh? I guess that arm would give me the virus. Well, let's go down here first. There's nothing down here?
Virus eliminated. 95% of functionality restored.
%works for me. So where the hell did I end up? Oh!
9S. Your high unit 9S.
Who are you?
Welcome
better not be Yona.
to the tower.
Except you have maybe black hair?
You bastards.
Because you made it this far, we have a special announcement just for you.
We'll reveal it once you destroy all the machine life forms here.
Huh. So who's this girl supposed to be? I want to say Yona, but it looked like she might have had black hair. Let me get rid of this guy. Bitch. Oh, I knocked him off.
You did it. You did it. Now let us show you what we promised.
Top secret Yorha disposal.
This is Project Yorha. That means all of us. To be.
Now you know everything. Do you still wish to fight? We are conceptual human personalities created within the machine network.
Hold on. Intel, I need to... Archives, is it here? Save machine, no. Wait. It's not there. Save machines, it's not there. Wouldn't be in tutorials, wouldn't be in weapons. Picture books? No. Novel. So is it not here? Pretty sure. Yeah, I think we already read that, I'm pretty sure. So is there no... It says it said I had that thing, but I can't find it.
We cannot be destroyed. You're Unit 9S. Your attack is meaningless. Your existence is meaningless.
Keep them coming. I'll destroy them all. All of them. And this tower!
Get down here. Whoa. Wonder, can I hack him? I can. Well, it doesn't kill him all the way, but... Come on, hack. There we go. Come on. Nice. Oh, am I gonna steal it? This is interesting.